Kamel El Garnay gave the performance of his life yesterday at the 2022 Tampa Pro, proving beyond the shadow of a doubt that he belongs with the big boys, the open class bodybuilders, by placing second in a very, very tight lineup. And as I was perusing your guys' comments in the comment section below of my video, I noticed a lot of you guys were very upset, calling this a total ripoff and claiming that Kamel El Garnay was the true winner. I mean, sure. Shots like this, most of the back shots would have us believe that Kamel was by far the most conditioned man. And had this matchup taken place a couple of years ago, I wouldn't even give a thought about it. I would have said, oh well, Kamel is gonna win by far. But it didn't happen that way. Of course, Akeem Williams is your winner. Kamel got second, and in third was Quint Beastwood. Now, do I join you in your anger, your criticism towards the judging? Well, I really have to take a look at this at all different angles, including putting each guy in the center for all 8 mandatory shots, including Kamel. Kamel in the center here. He looks so small. He looks the most conditioned, maybe. Quint Beastwood, very impressive in a shot like this. I personally might lean towards him. Akeem looks very large, maybe the last in line in the midsections. But to be fair, let's throw Quinton in the center here, Quint Beastwood. And yeah, he does look impressive. Most aesthetic, maybe the most conditioned set of wheels. Akeem's got the biggest set of wheels as far as the quads. Thickness. A little bit shorter than Akeem, of course. Or than Quint Beastwood, of course. Now, let's put Akeem in the center. And for all of you guys dissing my man Akeem, I mean, this guy's been around. He wins shows consistently. I mean, he places pretty high at the Olympia for a reason. He's very thick, very stout. He's winning in the arms. And Kamel, as far as him winning this whole matchup, well, we're going to have to go through the rest of the shots. Front lat spread. Now this one, I probably would give to the much smaller man. Akeem, he seems to have a better V-taper rather than Quint Beastwood, but I think Kamel maybe has the best one. Put Quint in the center here. Yeah, Quint needs to maybe open up a little bit more, like Akeem is, and if he does, I think the rest of the physique, he could get a victory. But geez, look at Kamel El Garnay. For a little guy? Wow. Put the big beast in the center here. And look, guys. Conditioning, yes. Akeem's conditioned. He's conditioned. But look at the silhouette. There's no doubt that Akeem, the X-frame, he's destroying everybody in this. But the Dorian-esque lats, I kind of prefer Kamel in this. Turn to the side. And for those of you, comments, Kamel was robbed. I don't get that feeling at all from the first two. And when you go to the side shot, I feel if Kamel did win, then you guys would be saying the opposite thing. Does size not matter? Does mass not matter? Because Akeem is taking this one. Put Quinton in the center, and Akeem's still a standout. So thick, so rich creamery muscle. Look at that. Look at the separation in those quads. On quads alone, Akeem is winning this one. And that's why he's a top 10 threat at the Olympia. I'd say for sure. He's a beast, guys. Now put the beast himself in the center. See what I'm saying? Beast, Akeem Williams, he is bigger, and from the side seems to be much more conditioned than Kamel. Kamel from the side, he's got a big man's manly chest. You can see that, but so does Quint Beastwood. Well, you take a pan back, and you got to realize, guys, this is about all the muscle groups, everything put together, and Akeem, Kamel, Beastwood, Quinton, you get confused. Akeem's a beast. Side tricep, same thing. And I know, I felt the same way you guys did when I seen Kamel walk out, and he did his routine, things of that nature. He looked like the winner. For sure. But in this side tricep comparison, looks like he may be getting third place, in my opinion. And Akeem is definitely doing enough, guys. He is definitely doing enough. Put Quinton in the center, and you can see that he's good. He's very aesthetic. Throw the small waistline in, little extra cuts in them quads. Might even give him a victory over the probably harder, denser Kamel Algarne in this shot. So that's not a real good case for Kamel getting robbed, is it? And as far as Akeem is concerned, wow. This side tricep right here has improved. Put him in the center to get the light on there. This side tricep, you compare this one with Akeem's other shots from, what did he win? Puerto Rico last year? There's so many different names that sound the same. Puerto Rico, Prague. There's a couple more. Anyway, he looks good. He looks good. He's a Tampa Pro champion now, Akeem. And I got no problem with that. I actually have him winning. But you got to look at the back shots. And like I said, guys, you got to look at this at all angles. And yeah, that Christmas tree at the start, it got me all riled up, Oh, Kamel, he's much more conditioned. I don't really get that feeling from this here comparison. Do you guys? That Akeem, he's not really soft. Hey, Quint Beastwood, put him in the center there, Quinton. Quinton, look at his stroided glutes. If it's stroided glutes the judges want, well, he's your winner. Needs to lean back. I mean, I like when they stand up straight in the shot, but he needs to lean back to get into the hunt with a guy like Akeem Williams. I mean, Akeem, he's so gosh darn big that he is probably winning the shot. Put him in the center there, Akeem. Yeah. Now, actually, Kamel, he looks more conditioned in this shot here. This shot right here. But you know what? These pictures here, they're not bad. They're pretty good. But let's take a closer look at just these two dudes. And you know what? Neither guy is really what you would call peeled inside and out. I mean, glutes, yeah, maybe a little more for Kamel. Hamstrings, I'd say Akeem looks a little more conditioned. And the back is not that overwhelming, I don't think, for Kamel Algarne. Hey, I appreciate and I love you guys having your opinions on this. It's bodybuilding, and that's what it's all about. But this is me giving my opinion. And I don't think that Akeem was really robbed as far as conditioning is concerned. Go to the rear double. Now, this is a weaker shot for Akeem Williams, for sure. All condition aside, at least in the rear lat, muscle for muscle, he was, maybe even winning. But here in the rear double, I'd probably put him last in line. Put Quint Beastwood in the center, and Quinton. Haven't really been saying much about Quinton. He's awesome. I think he needs to lean back. He's just so gosh darn tall. It's hard for him to fill out those back shots. I mean, hey, personally, I like the back itself better than Akeem. Back double, no doubt, Kamel Algarne winning. But as we've seen from the closer up shots, I don't think it was a brutal beating as far as conditioning is concerned. Yes, he has here, go to the Akeem in the center. And yeah, he has that Christmas tree. That's unbelievable. He's destroying Akeem. But it's not really condition destroyed. I mean, obviously the lower back is. But as you could see from the side shots, Akeem, he was defeating Kamel Algarne as far as that's concerned. But still, yeah. I get what yous are saying. I just wouldn't call it a robbery. And this one, no, I didn't try to cherry pick a bad picture of Kamel Algarne. He looked good when he was doing his singular shots or his individual routines, things of that nature. Quads look very peeled, but his abs, a little bit washed out. Midsection a little bit thicker than I would like to see it. Quint Beastwood. Quinton Uriah, put him in the center. And there's a better one for Kamel. But when he was in the center, I don't know. It looked like he had a little bit of a bloat going on. Quint Beastwood, guys. Maybe he was the one that was robbed. Well, it's just so gosh darn hard for a guy that tall to fill a lot of the shots out. Put the Beast, not Beastwood, but Akeem the Beast Williams, put him in the center. Hey, his abs look decently separated. Keep in mind, This is his weakest point. The midsection, things of that nature. It's a smaller midsection when you look at him from the front. Certain shots, he just doesn't have that ab separation of a Kamel El-Garnay. Or, that slender physique, the aesthetic flow of Akeem Williams. I'd give him this shot. I'd probably give him this one too. He occupies so much space here, and all I see is separation in the muscles. Akeem, sure, he's the biggest, thickest dude, but kind of the least impressive in this one. Kamel looks like a little bullet, but that's just it. So very, very small against these great big men, and obviously Sean Clarida. He disposed of two great big men, but this is a different story. Put Quinton in the center. This is a different story. Quint Beastwood and Akeem Williams are two different creatures altogether than a Regan Grimes and a Sergio Oliva Jr. Sergio definitely missed his mark at that Legion Sports Fest where Sean Clarida, he done did what Kamel El-Garnay wished he had did. And yeah, it's size here. Size does matter. Put the big beast Akeem Williams in the center. And sure, he's big, thick, full, round, massive. He's a mastodon. He's a stud. But still, I like Quint Beastwood. Those legs are very separated. Needs some thickness, but he's so gosh darn long. And Kamel is so gosh darn small. Little in the comparison, but ripped and strided. Does conditioning not count for a lot of it? Well, sure it does. But Akeem was anything but losing in condition in a lot of the shots, including the side ones. So, at the end of the day, it's very close between these guys. I personally might have Kamel edging just by a slice, but it is not definitely what I would call a robbery for Akeem Williams. He won. The judges have a very difficult job when it's close like this. And as far as Quint Beastwood, aesthetically he was winning. Just so gosh darn tall and lanky that he is going to end up losing a lot of the shots to these two other studs. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. That's just my opinion. Definitely appreciate your guys' opinions. Not trying to, detract your guys' statements, things of that nature. Hey, doesn't mean I'm right just because I have a fancy channel, things of that nature. Anyway, guys, that was the Tampa Pro. Should get even more exciting next weekend for the Texas Pro. Have a great one.